Michael Bratton as we say hello to you again from Knoxville, Tennessee. The Brat has arrived, and Michael brought all of his relatives here just to try to. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So it's always good to see you in person. I feel safer knowing that you won't go crazy like you've gone so often on Zoom.
Right. Well, certainly more nerve-wracking talking in front of these great Tennessee fans.
Yeah.
You know what?
So what do you think about this game tomorrow? You have any thoughts?
I think it's a
Oh, hold on. I shouldn't have asked you that.
Okay.
Because I was actually asking a person who does sports casting and podcasting and sports analysis. I was asking you for an opinion.
Uh-huh.
And we had a guy on yesterday, appropriately from the Alamo, who was indecisive. You can't be indecisive in this business.
No, I'm not afraid to give you a prediction. I promise, Paul. And I'll be honest. All week, I'm picking Alabama. But I had a 3-hour drive down here, and you don't bring a cigar to this game if you plan on losing it. So I brought my cigar because Tennessee's winning tomorrow in Neyland Stadium.
Who did he pick?
Tennessee wins. No Mike Griffith here. I'll give you the answer.
Okay, way to go. I knew we'd get that out of you. And by the way, Griff will never live that down. We've canceled him. He's not coming back. I mean, you can't come on the show and say, I don't know about. He was talking about some was it a defensive player at Georgia? I don't know if he's going to play or not. Nobody knows.
And nobody cares, Paul. They want a prediction,
That's
right?
So what other predictions do you have for us?
Well, I see here we got a Longhorn Network man behind your camera.
LHN.
Texas has taken over this conference.
They are.
I think Texas is going to roll Georgia. I really do. I don't think Georgia's that good. And I don't care that Texas is not contested.
Whoa. You don't think Georgia's that good?
I think Texas beats them by 2 touchdowns, Paul. Texas got a better defense than Kirby Smart. Believe it or not.
Okay, here we go. These are real predictions. These aren't obfuscation like Mike Griffith. You got Texas 35-21. You got Bama.
I've flipped the Bama one now.
See that?
The rest of them are legit. I flipped that one.
So you publish this.
Yeah, I did.
And you tell everybody that watches you, I'm picking Alabama. And then you show up here on Rocky Top and you change your mind. So Monday, if Alabama wins, you'll say, yeah, I picked Alabama.
You can't be wrong if you pick them both, Paul.
Did I tell you the story? I used to work in local radio, as you probably remember. Mm-hmm. We had some guy who paid us to give his picks. You know, these guys start screaming like an auctioneer. And he go, hey, let's just use this for example. He said, yeah, I got Alabama -3 against Tennessee. And I thought, and I realized I shouldn't have done what I'm about to tell you. Mm-hmm. But I said, excuse me, like Lenny or whatever your stupid name is. I heard you this morning picking the other side. This guy got so, but that's why I mean, so did you take that down from your?
I think it's still up. I decided on the drive down.
I mean, can we get Griff on here? I'd almost rather listen to Griff namby-pamby than listen. Are you picking Tennessee or Alabama?
I like Tennessee. I really do, Paul. I mean, this game's a toss-up. Better defense, Tennessee. I think the better coach, Paul.
Sir, can you move a little? I want you to walk. I'm talking to you. Walk over here. I want to make sure we see. Okay, I want you to stand directly behind us. I want you to tell the audience who this man is.
That's my dad right there.
That's your dad.
And he would disown me if I picked Alabama to beat Tennessee, 3rd Saturday of October.
The last time I saw, what's your dad's name again?
Mike Sr.
Mike Sr. The last time I saw Mike Sr., he was being arrested for child abuse in Norman, Oklahoma. Oh, California.
Yeah, he follows me around. We went to the Oklahoma game. It was a good time. Tennessee won that one, too.
Were you able to, was there an extradition warrant out for you, Mike Sr.? We saw him the day we welcomed OU into the league. Mike was out there. You are really tight with these OU folks.
I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
If only their football team was.
Well, let me get a couple of. Okay, you're officially picking Tennessee to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Texas just destroys Georgia.
Okay.
Let's hope Kirby Smart can not assault any of the opposing.
What about that game in Gainesville? You got two of your favorite coaches, Mark Stoops and Billy Napier.
I can't believe it, Paul. We live in a time where Florida can't beat Kentucky. My entire life, it was reversed.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I like Kentucky, even though they're awful. I don't think they're as awful as Florida right now and Billy Napier.
Now, are you still down on Lane?
Lane Whiffen.
This is the tie. This is his power rank. He's got Texas, Georgia, A&M, Vanderbilt. Where is Lane Whiffen?
Lane Whiffen, number 5.
Okay, number 5. I'm sorry.
He's still got a quality team. If only he could win a big game, they might have something down there.
Obviously, you don't think much of Hugh Freeze.
I think Hugh Freeze is the only one that thinks much of Hugh Freeze at this point. 9 times out of 9, he wins every game, but except for when it really matters on Saturday.
He's also he might get a job at the railroads. Many players as he's throwing on the tracks.
And he came out this week, Paul, and said Missouri's got a lesser roster. So what will be the excuse?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
When they lose at Missouri, I'll be fascinated to hear it. I'm sure there'll be an excuse.
So you're down on Kiffin.
Yeah.
You're down on Hugh Freeze. Have you come around on Billy Napier? I mean, he did cover the spread against Tennessee.
In fairness, yeah, Florida's still fighting. They're still playing hard.
Couple of months ago, you told me how great you thought Kalen DeBoer was.
Ever since I saw that T-shirt on the sideline, Paul, I've lost all confidence in him.
Now, where was that from? Have we? Because I had somebody. I said this on a national show, and they didn't know what I was talking about. But I had somebody text me, and they say they swore they saw the same T-shirt at a Buc-ee's.
I think that's where they found their defensive game plan against Vanderbilt, too. I mean, that was just pathetic, Paul. They got dominated by Vanderbilt.
We just lost Brat's mic. I mean, listen, we yeah. Let's get this fixed here, because nobody would want to miss another crack from Michael Bratt here on a Friday night. Okay, we're good.
Appreciate it.
So what were you saying about Kalen DeBoer and Buc-ee's? Oh, I was saying that.
I think they got the defensive game plan there, Paul. They got dominated by Vanderbilt. That was not a fluke loss.
And then, so think about this on your resume. Consecutive weeks, you get out coached by Clark Lee and Shane Beamer.
Right. And Shane Beamer didn't even break his foot after the game. You know, he probably should have, though. They had that game.
Yeah.
Bama blew it, I thought.
What were you going to say if South Carolina had beaten Alabama? I mean, were you already working on you and Cousin Shane were already working on the podcast?
Yeah.
That would have been an emergency podcast, wouldn't it?
I think Kalen DeBoer's buyout is around $70 million. We would have been starting to GoFundMe for all those Alabama fans. Yeah.
I think I'm thinking you might be wrong tomorrow.
Really?
Well, I mean, actually, you won't be wrong. What about LSU and Arkansas?
Tough game, Paul. I think LSU.
You sure you can make a pick? I don't want you to go griff on me here.
I think fraud may be too strong of a word, but a playoff fraud, I think LSU is. I think Arkansas.
You can't say
really
LSU's a playoff fraud.
Why not?
Because I've got to talk to Brian Kelly on Monday.
I like Arkansas to beat LSU outright at home. Another top 10 win. Oh, my
goodness. Now, that's going to be a 30 for 30, me interviewing Brian Kelly if they lose to Arkansas.
Sam Pittman going from the hottest seat in the SEC.
That is amazing. So, anyway, they're telling me we're almost out of time. Michael, I can't tell you what it means to visit with you, a university that we both attended. I know I did graduate.
Yeah, I graduated.
You graduated?
It took 5 years, but I did it.
Pops, you still did you pay for it, or did he put himself through school? Okay. Mike Sr. there, who will be on trial Monday morning in Norman, Oklahoma. Mike, so great to see you.
I appreciate
it. So who wins
Paul.
tomorrow? Alabama or Tennessee or both?
Tennessee, final answer.
The Paul Finebaum Show. is presented by Johnsonville, reminding you to keep it fun, keep it together, and keep it juicy.